back to the channel. So, yeah, red day for me, guys. I took 2 losses on the live stream. I am extremely frustrated with myself. Ugh, extremely frustrated with myself. I took the losses. It is what it is. I'm still positive on my accounts. I can't be upset, right? Like, I'm still up on those accounts. But I didn't stick to my rules, right? Like, I've been getting out of the trade early. I've been saying to myself that discretionally it's better for me to get out of the trades, but honestly, taking a look at the actual data and back testing, I know better. I know better. I should let the trades run. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. I am winning almost double the amount that I'm losing. In my back test, in the video that I did prior to this, my stop was 9 points. I changed it to 10 points. And my take profit was 18, and I'm keeping it at 18. So I'm making a little less than double when I do win a trade. But let's just say it's double because most of the trades do run a 2-to-1, right? Like it is what it is. We're gonna take a look at Monday, Tuesday, and today Wednesday, and see where I was supposed to be and how I am, right? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do that, right? So overall, I'm still positive on the day, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm still positive on the week. But, or I'm still positive in my accounts, but it was frustrating because I know if I don't take advantage of the wins, these losers are going to eat me up. So let's get into Monday's day. So typically, sorry guys. Okay, so for you guys that are new to the channel, thank you for clicking, and for the ones that aren't, thank you for sticking around. And again, this is not financial advice, guys. I'm just sharing my journey, right? Like, I don't want a little disclaimer. We're just doing this together. You get to make fun of me for freaking out and all that good stuff, right? And we're going to try to pass these things together. I did take a trade. Well, you know what? Let's just go through what happened Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and let's talk about the strategy that I'm trading. So I decided to trade the 1 minute chart from 9:30 to 11, and that's it, and be done with the day, because unfortunately my 5 minute strategy doesn't hit all the time. So what we're looking for is NQ to do something like this, while ES is doing something like this. We're looking for divergence, right? And we're typically looking at it in areas of what the hell is it called? I'm blanking out here, guys. I'm sorry. Areas of interest. There you go. Oof. So I had these marked up before. There was a 15-minute fair value gap, but typically I'm just looking at areas where I believe price might bounce off of, and then taking a look at price action, right? So I took this initial loss, even though I had the direction correct. My stop was too tight. Unfortunately, if I had my stop up higher, maybe I would have taken the win. But it is what it is. That's not how I backtested this. It was a loss. The following trade, so let's mark, where's my pen? Okay, so Monday, 1 loser, right? Then we go into our winners. This would be the actual trade. Let me just show you guys here so you guys can tell what I'm talking about. So, as you can see here, we're creating a lower low. I'm sorry. We created higher highs. And over here, we were creating lower highs. So, divergence. Tapped into a fair value gap. Strong bearish candle, engulfed the green one. It met all the rules, right? And it actually came down to almost a 1-to-1, but it stopped me out. It is what it is. The next trade was this one, right? They met the criteria, right? Divergence. As you can see here, got in. If you missed out, there was another entry here. Full TP, right? Then, so that's one win. One loss, one win. Right? Then I had this bearish candle. I'm going to mark this up as divergence. Looking at it now, this was more of a FOMO trade than anything else, but I'm going to mark it up as a loss because I took this loss on the live stream. And then we took this win. Right? So loss, win, for Monday. That nets us at, if we're risking $200 per trade, that nets us $400 profit on the day, right? This divergence came up at the very end and full TP, but that wasn't in my trading zone. So we're just gonna stick from 9:30 to 11. So Monday, I should have been positive $400, but I think I only ended up the day positive $200, right? Tuesday, let's jump over to Tuesday. Tuesday was a similar, not a similar scenario. I think there was only 2 trades on Tuesday, and I cut out early. So instead of making the full profit, I didn't. And here you got Tuesday. Same thing. Fair value gap rejected, engulfed, took a short, price pushed in our direction, full TP, right? One winner. Next trade, I like this trade here, but we didn't engulf. There was divergence. I took this one here after we took out these highs, thinking that price might give us an extra 20 points down, and I got stopped out. So I had one winner, one loser. I'm net positive $200 on the day, even though I believe Tuesday I wasn't. I believe Tuesday I was only net positive like 150, something like that, because I'm unfortunately getting out of the trades early, right? Here we have divergence again after 11. Price dumps. Could have been another winner. I might leave it open to trade to 11:30. I gotta track this. I gotta seriously do my homework, put it down on Excel, and see how it goes. Yesterday was phenomenal for the strategy. It kept hitting over and over again, but those aren't our trading times, and I'm working, so I can't be on the charts like that, right? I'm trying to stick to something very rules based when it comes to price. Today, what happened today? Unfortunately, my psychology got all messed up because I missed out on a perfectly good win. I passed an account though. I traded, so you guys can see. I traded. Where's the sweep? Here. This sweep engulfed. I took this buy. Right. I took that buy. I'm gonna take a did I take that buy? Swap, engulfed, yeah, I took a long position. 10 points. So I caught this trade, got out, passed an Apex account that I had. It was right there ready to pass. So this is something that I noticed, I'm just mentioning it, that after CPI, after a big move, there's typically some sort of divergence, and it's been hitting. So I'm probably going to start taking a look at that as well. Anyways, getting into 9:30, right? Price starts to dump on NQ, right? And we take out all these lows, right? Like we took out all this. Here, we didn't. I was too busy jumping back to my other 5-minute strategy, marking it up. I didn't think after this giant bearish candle that we were going to close this positive, and I wasn't paying attention. And that was my number one mistake. So right here, I should have taken a long, which I didn't, but I should have. So I'm going to mark it up and see. If I would have taken this long, it would have been full TP, right? And we would have had our first win. So remember, guys, Monday should have been positive $400. Tuesday should have been positive $200. Here comes Wednesday. I should have taken that win, and then we had these losses right here. So the fact that we closed below this little, see, this was probably more of a FOMO trade because I missed out on that entry, but I'm gonna mark it up as well. Like we created a higher low here, went up, and we didn't break below it, but over here we broke below whatever low was created, which technically there really wasn't a low created. That was honestly, I should have stayed out of that trade. The next trade we swept, and this would have been a valid loss, but I'm going to mark them both up as losses, as if we lost both trades. Just going to, mark it up as, because I physically took the trade, even though in retrospect maybe we shouldn't have. I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly, but I'm gonna use it, right? So I took a loss there, I took a loss here, right? And I'm like, shit. I was still, I took two losses. I should have been break even. I honestly should have been break even, but I said, you know what? I'm done tapping out today. I'm just gonna paper trade. It is what it is. And what happens? We get a sweep again, and a nice giant engulfing candle. And one more try. And I said I'm gonna try on a separate account that I have for Apex. And I did, and I took it, and it was full TP. So this would have been your next entry on the day. And full TP. So we would have had two losses, two wins, and you would have been up $400. Now, going into, let's just see, no divergence. There was divergence on this candle and price dumped, but we didn't engulf. And then we have divergence here, right? And then obviously after the fact, you have divergence, a win. Then here you have divergence again, and it was a loss, I think. On this candle, this would have been a loss, this would have been a win, and you have a win. This one sold these, so that's fine. This one, maybe you would have taken this one, would have been a loss. It would have been win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. But you're winning double than you're losing, so you just have to take the trades, right? What did we learn from this? Take the trades, leave the TPs, leave the stop loss, and see what happens. And I started this live trading thing so I could do it with you guys, and I didn't stick to my rules, which is frustrating. Frustrates me. Ugh. Like I thought I had more willpower, right? So starting tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Regardless, win or lose, I'm taking all the entries. I'm gonna pay attention to what I see. We're gonna jump into the entries, win or lose. Win or lose. We're going to just take the entries. It is what it is. That's it. Issues that I might see. For example, here. Right? We lost this trade, and then we kind of we didn't really engulf this candle. Right? No, we didn't engulf it. But there was divergence. Like, I already knew this was going to fail. Because I wanted price to close above these highs. Then I would have been like, yes. But that didn't happen. It is what it is. So I'm gonna stick to my rules, right? We're still good, guys. So, I got $800 in profit on one account, $1,300 on the other, $1,300 on the other, $900 on the other, $600 on the other. We're good. We should have cleared $1,000 within these 3 days, but we didn't. We're basically like break even. But it is what it is. So I'll be back here tomorrow. We're gonna live stream. We're going to do it together, and we're going to see if we pass these challenges. I'm going to just take the trades, stop loss, take profit, as long as my entry is valid, right? Like, if sometimes I get slipped, I might adjust the stop loss a little bit, move it to where it's supposed to be. I might take a bigger loss than I should, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to the strategy because that's how I back tested it, and hopefully we get a nice win streak. And if we don't, right? And if we don't, and we lose, like, we would have to, like, think about it this way, guys. I'm risking $200 per trade. We have $2,500 of drawdown, right? I know it's floating drawdown. I know that it goes up and comes down. So, that might mess with us. But we have 10 trades to lose. Like, we have to lose 10 times in a row. So we have to take these entries, right? Once you go live, you could cut the risk in half if you want, and then continue doing the same thing. But I'm going to be back here tomorrow, training with you guys. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you tomorrow.